handsome sausage.
Back with Skiz. Today it's going to be Felix's Unfair. This was another shocking, well, I mean, they were all shocking, but this was another shocking music that we heard from the Skiz concert reaction that we did. If you want to check that out, it's on our Patreon page.
He was like sitting on the moon or something like that, right?
Right, and from the intro, we know that now that it's about Beauty and the Beast, the lyrics at least. So we're gonna go into this now with better quality audio as well as music video and knowing the context a little bit more. So it's gonna sound very different, I feel like.
Because I saw some of the comments saying like they all feel different.
Let's see. 3, 2, 1.
Click.
Wow. Filter intro. Okay. Oh, that's already.
Wow.
Wow. Radio blurs everywhere.
Oh, harmonizations. Yo, this is like a movie.
Oh my god.
Yo, this doesn't sound like Felix.
Sounds so good.
Wow, it's a different person.
My life is so unfair. I'm still left in despair. Just when I thought that God had answered my whole prayer. After I let you go and saw you out the door, I wanted you to know how much I love you so. Oh, yeah, my life is unfair. The one and only woman I love left me unprepared. I'm staring down at my own petals, falling one by one. I'm piece by piece. I can't feel any peace in my heart.
Wow, this is beautiful.
I can say, I can wait while I take all this pain. Forget so I feel with nothing but hate. I guess this is where I'm gonna die. If I saw you one last time, I could change my fate.
Wow, that was strong.
Yo, the visual's insane.
I didn't know where to go. I thought I lost it all.
Oh my god.
Everything was dark when I lost sight. Till you came
Sounds so different every time.
you saved me from falling, but before my life
Ooh.
was so
Oh.
when you just rang my heart. You worked me from this spell. As long as I'm with you now, I'm feeling my true self. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme.
You don't fucking need to go to theater.
That was something else.
You have Felix. Felix Series 1, 2,
That was something else.
3. That's it.
That was wild. Wow.
From initial listen to the concert scene, I thought the music was actually gonna go heavier. It's like more bassy because it was like hip hop related, but it was a bit lighter than I thought. But it was much more fuller. So it's kind of weird. You know, these type of music tend to have more like bassy sounds on it, but this was a bit lifted up. Like the bass wasn't the main thing. It was a bit at the back, and there were a lot of like strings, and his like Felix harmonization was incredible. It just made everything like full and wide. It just feels like wings. Oh. The verse part, that didn't sound like Felix at all, almost.
Every section.
Yeah, like it's
tone, so.
yes, especially verse was just like, if nobody said this was Felix, then I would have said, oh, okay, who's this? I think one of the key part is the harmonizations of Felix, especially the chorus part.
Yeah, and speaking of chorus, one of the most interesting things, and in general too, is that first of all, I feel like the chords are pretty consistent, right? It's a 4-chord music,
Yep.
and it repeats throughout. Maybe it was different during the bridge section. I
Yeah,
don't
except
really
the bridge,
remember.
yeah.
Everything else, it's just 4 chords repeating. But there was one section at the end of the chorus where the last chord sounds like it is sort of clashing. And the chords are B major, D flat major, E flat minor. And then the last chord, at first I thought it's A flat major first inversion, A flat over C. But then I listened to it and I was like, it could also be C diminished.
7, right? Diminished to 7.
Dim 7. Yeah, sorry, dim 7.
The 7 on top is keep pulling, yeah.
But to me, it feels like both could work. Because what happens during that section is Felix has 2 vocal lines harmonized. If you listen to the individual line as well as the bass line and everything else, it hits all the notes that make up both C diminished 7 as well as A flat major over C. And whichever one you choose, you're gonna have at one point the chorus clashing with the line. It's very dissonant. And so it doesn't matter what you choose, they can all work. It's very ambiguous, that last chord, at least if you just separate everything and look at that part specifically. It has a 100% chance of clashing. That's a very interesting choice. I don't know if it's got to be intentional, I'm sure, to highlight the thematic nature of the music, because it's talking about, I just want to be myself, and that part comes in the line where he goes, the human inside me. It feels like the monsters are fighting and you don't know which one's which, and there's this clash between the 2 parts of yourself. So if they're considering that as well, it's a brilliant move on their part, but it does resolve right after. So there's that too. It is satisfactory to hear the next part and feel like the tension has been relieved.
Yeah, and not just the tension, like there are like a lot of chords that are like stuck all together in the middle, something like that. So which sometimes in chords, you need to have at least like 3 notes different, whereas this one, they're almost like all pressed down like this.
And you know what else is really, really crazy about this song? It's got no pre-chorus. It's only verse and chorus. So we start with the chorus, we go to verse 1, chorus again, and then we go to verse 2, which is like the rap section, and then we go straight to bridge, and then we end with chorus. Or actually, we go to bridge and then there's another verse, right?
Yeah. Oh wow, the whole verse 2 sounds like mix of verses and bridge.
Yeah, the only reason I said that part might be bridge is because we return to another rap section, and to call that entire section verse 2 would be way too long, but I'm not sure. It's a weird structure too, if you think about it.
Yeah. Even the verse 2 sounds like it's way too stronger than the chorus. That almost makes you feel like bridge at first, but then they kind of go away, right? I thought there was a chord change, but technically there's only one chord that's being played different. So technically the 4th chord, becoming like the continuation of 3, but it's changing its chord as an inversion.
I think that's why I unconsciously said that 145 sounds like a bridge to me, because it felt like the last chord change there was like a segue into a bridge
it totally
section.
makes sense. Yeah.
But then it's so short, and then we get.
But I mean,
verse.
the whole rap section and that small the ballad section type of thing, they both could work as a bridge. So I think you're right too.
Wow. If they're both bridge, that's also crazy.
Like bridge A and B, but
because that means we get a bridge right after the first chorus.
You know what this shit could do? Like bridge.
But bridging nothing.
Nothing. Exactly.
Which then isn't a bridge. Wow. The specifics of the actual structure is not important. The point, as usual, is that it is not something that you hear in a lot of other songs. Everything here is very intentional. I think he wants to have drastically different tones and clashing notes and chords, unconventional structure, because it's all about chaos, it's all about confusion, and it's all about a fight, an internal fight, Beauty and the Beast, and lots of contrast. So I think nothing is accidental in this song.
I think it was a bit difficult for me to kind of like fully understand the arrangement, because like I don't hear much of bass again. Like are you having the same issue too?
It's not highlighted in the mix.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that presence. Right.
Yeah.
No, totally.
I just wish it had a bit of more bass parts. It's just my personal preference to have it a bit much more weight, because it just feels a bit lighter up, and I'm only hearing much of the drums and the strings. But if you think about it, if you put more bass bass into it, Felix's voices may be more present at the same time. But I think it was intentional.
I think it's intentional too, and it didn't bother me, but now I'm feeling that. Yeah, it is a little too up there. Everything.
Yeah, it
That's
makes
true.
me wanna, especially this type of genre and this mood, you know, because it's dark, it's a bit like heavy a little bit. It's the frequency is missing a bit.
For the most part, I'm still fine with it, but I feel like if they could have chosen some parts to bring in that bass, that presence, I feel like it could have been a bit more impactful, especially during that part where Felix is like swinging and that highlight. I feel like something could have had more bassy, like not necessarily just the bass, but anything that could
just
fill that
frequency.
space, right?
Yep.
That's true. That's a good point.
And again, we really love this, and it's just a matter of our preferences. And of course, this is done by Versatility, so like you know how strong Versatility can do in the bass lines. So I think it was intentional for sure.
Oh yeah, it's not that brings down the song, but I feel like having it at one point would have brought it to the next level, at least.
Oh yeah,
for me.
exactly.
Yeah. But either way, that was Felix's Unfair music video. We absolutely loved it. We are loving this Skiz week, Skizember, because we're getting music videos, Skiz Code every single day, and it's just so fun checking out the music and the music video. It's so much things to check out. We're having so much fun, and they're all so different.
Yeah, it sounds so different.
So great. Oh, we love it. We hope you're having fun as well. Again, please let us know what you think about this song and the music video. We didn't even get to the music video. It's gorgeous. I'm sure we'll have another chance to discuss every solo track in more detail, so please stay tuned. And if you want to get things earlier, because right now, as you're watching this video, we might have already reacted to the next Skiz track, or maybe the next Skiz solo track or music video or something else. And that will be available on our Patreon page along with other Skiz contents. So check that out if you're interested. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one, everybody.
Bye-bye. Oh, I love this.
Junlin,
Lindsay M.
Leah,
Suyen Brown.
Smilla,
Kwaya.
Alisa Delu,
JL.
Lauren,
Mara.
Willow, Clock,
Good night, Christina.
Princess Jellyfishy,
Nikki Bear.
Lady Athena,
Cat.
Levantro,
Samantha Sequeira. Breedy.